Hey family, thanks so much for joining me again. So I wanted to bring a video about beyond the law of attraction. So I know so many people discuss the law of attraction, and now a lot of um, gurus, a lot of speakers, a lot of teachers are talking about what is beyond the law of attraction. So beyond the law of attraction is the law of assumption. That's right, the law of assumption. So the law of attraction would talk about attracting the things that you want, while law of assumption is about living in the reality where what um, you have what you want already. So we have to give credit to the likes of Abraham Hicks, Neville Goddard, because they already talked about this. They might not have spoke of it as the law of assumption, but Abraham Hicks might have spoke of it more as um, getting in the vortex. And the vortex is where, or it's the same thing as the law of assumption. The vortex is where you got everything you want. You're living in the reality in your mind, um, in your imagination, where you already got what you want. And it's really important for you to embrace something like this. You know, like I said, Neville Goddard talks about live in the end, living in the end. And I'm sure I'm going to make, more videos about this, breaking it down more and more, so that you can get it and use it in your everyday life. Um, and I would love to, of course, work with you if of course you want to reach out to me and see if we would be a good fit to work together, so that I can help you to create some of the things that you want in your life. My information is in the description below if you'd like to work with me. um, but let's continue with this video. So with Neville Goddard and Abraham Hicks, they talk about the feeling of the wish fulfilled. I think um, Abraham Hicks says, you get the feeling that you already have the thing, and it's like an end run around the manifestation, because you don't have to have the manifestation yet. You just got the feeling like you already got the thing that you wanted. So, for example, let's say that you wanted more clients, and you are imagining what it's going to be like. And I want to also give credit to the Morning Maya and Linda for talking about this as well, way, way far in advance, years and years ago. I think I first encountered her videos 2009, talking about the law of assumption. She didn't use the exact words law of assumption, but she was talking about it. Kevin Trudeau talked about it years and years ago. And but so getting back to this, living in the end, living as though you already got what you wanted. So let's say you want these clients, and you're imagining, okay, what it's going to be like when you get the call, and someone tells you, oh, you got 15 new clients, and you're saying, what, this is amazing, this is great, fantastic. You got the clients that you wanted. It happened, let's say, within a week. It's lightning fast. It's great for you. And you're saying, oh, this is amazing. This is exactly what I wanted. And you're getting this feeling like, oh, I got the clients. It's going to be great. But also on the other side of it, I'm going to help them. They're going to get many benefits from working with me. So both of you it's going to be an exchange of energy. Both of you are going to get benefits from this. But in your mind, you're imagining that you already got the thing that you asked for. And I know some people say, well, what is it like? It's like daydreaming, or it's like fantasizing. So those words are key. Imagining, daydreaming, fantasizing, like you already got the thing. The wish has already been fulfilled. And what would you do if you already had the thing that you asked for? Maybe it's a beautiful new home that you wanted. And Neville Goddard talks about it a lot, like engaging all of your senses in this process. So what's it going to feel like What's it going to look like to walk through this beautiful new home that you have on the hardwood floor? What's it going to feel like to sit on the couch or the chase? What's it going to taste like to have a delicious meal that you prepared in your beautiful new home? All these things, you bring it to life so that you can't tell the difference between your fantasy and reality. And the thing is, research shows that your mind cannot tell the difference between fantasy and reality either. So when you do this, when you engage in this, when you imagine that you already got the thing that you wanted, you get the feeling, you live in the end, like Neville Goddard talks about, or, like Abraham Hicks talks about, you get into the vortex, you feel great. What do you have to do? Because some people say, what if I get spit out of the vortex? People talked about that a lot. Well, in order to get back in, what do? Change your thoughts. Focus on the thoughts that will help you to feel better. Like, let's say you're imagining, and then you got distracted by something. Okay, get right back into that daydream, get right back into your imagination and start imagining again. What's it going to be like to sit on on the edge of your bed, your beautiful, comfortable bed in your beautiful new home? Or what's it going to be like to have this beautiful new business that you're dreaming of? Imagine things. Stephen Collier wrote this book. And in this book, he says, and you can get it on audiobook, The Secret of the Ages. Don't imagine things as they are, but imagine things as you would have them to be. Imagine things the way you want them to be. So it's not like if you talk with someone in reality, they're saying to you, oh, well, we're not really sure, that thing that you asked for is coming today. In your imagination, you're saying, you got a letter from someone saying it is coming in on this exact date and congratulations and we hope you enjoy it and all this. You're imagining things as you want them to be. So whatever reality is, like Abraham Hicks talked about it a lot, ignore reality. Focus on what you want. And it might not come in like, Kevin Trudeau talks about this a lot too. Do not put time pressure on it. Just focus on what you want. And let's say, you're doing this exercise, you're playing this game, checking for the check. So you check for the check, and the check is not here today. So some people say, dang it, the check is not here. That means it's not coming. No. Don't do that. Focus on, well, this must be a pretty good check that's coming in because, and I just thought of an example. I actually just of a time I got a check for the check. So, and it's important because lately, I was doing this exercise and I didn't know where the check was going to come from. And it actually came in. It was very unexpected. It's so funny now that you look back on it and you say, you know what, it really did happen. So for you, I say, and it could be some unexpected way that it happened. You have no idea how it's going to happen, but start checking for the check. Check your mailbox. Tell people, I'm going to get a check. I'm going to get a check. I'm going to get a check. I don't know how, but I'm going to get a check. And next thing you know, it could be a check for, $5.55 or something like that. So then, that God is telling you change is coming into your life too. But major change, it could be, and it could be a change that you're very happy about. But just start checking for the check. Start saying this is going to be a pretty good check. And think if it doesn't come like yesterday, start thinking, okay, well, what am I going to do with it when I get it? Am I going to invest in something? Am I going to get myself something nice? Am I going to pamper myself? Am I going to give myself something healthy to take care of myself? What am I going to do? And you do that. Check for the check. And when you start asking, let's say like some people say, like, and Kevin Trudeau has talked about this before. Let's say some people say they want this thing, like they want financial freedom, and they work on this job and they make decent money. And they're saying, I don't know, I'm feeling good. I'm doing all these things. It's going to help me. I'm feeling better. And next thing they know, they get demoted, or they don't get this job that they were gunning for because they thought this is the job that's going to help me to get to where I need to be. And the truth is that God blocked that, or God stopped you from, you know, taking on more responsibility in a different area so that you can focus on what you need to focus on in the area that you need to focus on. So, for example, you have this dream idea, you want this practice or you want this business, and you're really passionate about it and you love it, and you know it's going to lift a bunch of people up and help a bunch of people. But for you, you're like, well, maybe I need to take this job first. And God is redirecting you and saying, no, that's not the job that you need to take. No, that's not the opportunity. Maybe God is getting you out of those things so that you can actually focus on building your own business. Next thing you know, you start building clients in your practice, in your business. You start making more money and focusing more on your business, marketing more, talking to different people about what you do. And next thing you know, you're building all the financial freedom in that business that you were passionate about, and you're being steered away from working for someone else because that's not what you want to do. So just keep in mind that God has a way of telling you to go a certain way. And if you go that way, things can be easier for you. So yes, for the law of assumption, I know I don't want this video to be too long, but I'm going to keep going later and do more videos on the law of assumption. I just wanted to give you sort of like a little intro from me about the law of assumption. So the law of assumption is beyond the law of attraction. The law of assumption is living in the reality where you already got the things that you wanted. All those emotions, feel all those emotions, think all those thoughts. If you need to change your life, you need to change the things that you've been doing, the people that you've been around. If you're thinking about, well, I want this luxury vehicle, go test drive the vehicle, go look at the vehicle, go sit in the vehicle, take pictures, take video, sit around and watch those videos, sit around and look at those pictures. Next thing you know, you'll be driving that vehicle, and you can do it. But I'm talking about you being steered away from, say, a job and more toward your own business. That would happen because then you might be locked into a job that you're miserable in and that you hate. And then your energy is going to be terrible for continuing to build the thing that you really want to build in this life. And you might not continue to grow the way that you need to or the way that you can if you're in your own business. So just think about these things. But remember, law of assumption is about living in the reality where you got the thing that you already wanted. You live in the vortex. And if you get spit out of the vortex, remember, start thinking more on, okay, well, this is what I'm going to feel like when I have what I want. And you can get right back in. It's going to feel good. You're going to be thinking about, remember, your mind, your brain does not know the difference between fantasy and reality. So you won't be able to tell the difference. So if you use your imagination and do this, there's no telling really how high you can go or what you can achieve. And start looking for evidence that you're getting the things that you asked for in these exercises, and you'll be amazed at just how much stuff, like I told you, I was just thinking about recently. I got a check and, it's from working, but it's still like, not supposed to be a check. It's supposed to be direct deposit, but it's just to show me what can be if I continue to do these things. And it's something small, but it's still like evidence. If I continue to get confirmations like that, my faith will increase, my belief will increase. I will know that it's going to continue to happen. I'm going to keep getting signs over and over again that I'm getting what I want. I've been in a lot of different experiences before. And so I know that a lot of things can happen in a positive way. And now it's just taking time, because that's probably the thing that hurts us the most. We're impatient. We don't want to wait. We want it right now. And we say, I can't bear it another day. Yes, you can bear it another day. You bared it for how many? 365 days. You bared it for 20 years already. Think you could bear it for another couple of months, or, whatever, so that you can build what you really want and don't sabotage yourself. Because if you don't continue to work on things the way you need to, you'll be going backward, and then that's not where you want to be. So instead of that, just keep moving forward, just keep focusing on what you really want, keep your eyes on the prize, do things that help you feel good. You like to read, you like to listen to music, you like to dance, sing, you like to watch movies. Do those things that will help you feel good or neutral. Continue to use your imagination to focus on the things not as they are, but as you would have them be. Continue to ignore reality, and you'll just see how the law of assumption unfolds for you. I feel like I want to do so many more videos on this topic, and I will. Can't do them all tonight, but I'll continue on this topic with you, and try to give you as many tools as possible to use the law of assumption. I know a lot of people have been talking about the law of attraction for years, and it's going to take time, but the shift is going to happen. And when it does, you will be ahead of the game with everyone. All right, y'all. So thank you for joining me. Again, if you want to work with me, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. And we can talk to see if we would be a good fit to work together. I'm really excited to hear some of the results that you share with me about this topic. Try to give you as much as I possibly can. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all next time. Okay. Bye for now.